Valorant's so dead that this kid comes back to YouTube with a video of a motocross game. It's been around 3 years since I've uploaded here on this channel, and let me tell you, a lot can happen in just 3 years. So while I rip around in some MX bikes, let me just catch you up to speed on what's been going on, and then I'll explain what this game is and why I'm uploading it. The last video I posted on here back in 2023 was episode 2 of Sniper to Ascendant, and for the record, I never completed the challenge. While recording for the third episode, I think I abandoned the account around Plat 3 or Diamond 1. I was playing Ascendant though, so kind of made it. I got so bored of Valorant and having to come up with some sort of relevant content to fit an algorithm or trend that I lost all motivation that I had always had for making YouTube videos. In the background during this time in early 2023, I was starting to come to terms with my career as an adult. I was still working as a barista at a specialty coffee shop and then streaming and posting videos as much as I could manage without going insane from trying to fit a mold or trend to stay relevant. It was for the next couple weeks after my last video that I started thinking about a full-time career outside of streaming or YouTube that I could see myself in. I wanted to be able to support a wife and a kid someday, and banking it all on my YouTube status at the time was not the move. And don't get me wrong, you can definitely still make enough money to support a family on YouTube, but as a 20-something-year-old, I would say it's best to have a full-time career first with a steady income and then do YouTube as a hobby. And if you end up making a bunch of extra money to help support your family and do YouTube full-time after that, that's great. While thinking about a career that I may want to pursue outside of YouTube, through one of my mentors, I found out about user experience design, which is essentially like a digital architect. UX designers are in charge of designing usable, intuitive, and delightful user interfaces and experiences across websites and apps. And I thought this sounded right up my alley, as it's essentially just a mending of two of my passions in tech and design. So for the next 3 months, while I was still streaming on occasion, I was attending a online UX bootcamp to learn the basics of the craft and general best practices to help me get a jump start into the field. Fast forwarding to April of 2023, I graduated from the bootcamp with certification in UX design. Then I spent the next 9 months doing a bunch of stuff, mainly freelancing in UX design to build up my portfolio while applying for a bunch of jobs. But while all this was going on, there was one very exciting and important thing that happened within those 9 months that I want to mention. I got engaged to the love of my life. And that's not me just saying the love of my life, quote unquote, like people always say. I've had a crush on Sarah, my now wife, since I was in middle school growing up at our church, so she's actually the love of my life. So we got engaged in October of 2023 and got married on June 1st, 2024. In between our engagement in October and marriage in June, I also ended up getting hired full-time by a company to be a UX designer. And that's what I've been doing professionally ever since, and I've been loving it. Fast forward to February 2026 when I'm uploading this video, and Sarah and I celebrated 1 year of marriage last June, managed to buy our first house in August, and are just about to welcome our first baby boy here in a few weeks, which is crazy. The Lord has blessed us way more than we deserve, and we're so stoked for the future. So now that I've caught y'all up on my life, why am I uploading a video playing MX bikes, and what is this game? For one, I've seen the comments that y'all have been leaving on my last uploaded video, and I wanted to explain where I've been. But also, I've actually just been really enjoying this game for the last year and some change, and I wanted to give a shot at uploading some content of it. I've always had a big passion for the sport of motocross and just dirt bikes in general. I grew up in a motocross / racing family, going to races as a little kid to watch my older brothers race, and eventually getting into BMX racing as a kid, which was the next best thing since I wasn't allowed to race dirt bikes like my brothers. I also grew up playing all of the MX versus ATV games, which have a special place in my heart. So in 2024, when I saw that there was a more hardcore motocross simulator game in MX bikes, I knew I wanted to try it, and I've been hooked ever since. If you haven't seen or played MX bikes before, I'm not sure that I could accurately describe how difficult this game is and how high the skill ceiling is without you trying it yourself. Feel free to buy it, by the way. I think it's like 20 bucks. This footage is all of me racing and riding, so I'm not sure how easy or hard I'm making it look. MX bikes is a true physics-based motocross simulator where the left stick of your controller controls the bike's left to right lean, and the right stick of your controller controls your rider's front and back and side to side lean. So you have to do all that while you have to control the rider sitting and standing as well, along with every other aspect of the bike simultaneously while racing on tracks that are constantly eroding and getting gnarlier every lap due to all the riders racing on it, just like real life. So since I'm the type of competitive person who loves to try and be the best at these insanely hard games, I thought I would start documenting my improvement here on my YouTube channel. So I guess you could call me an MX Bikes YouTuber now. Since this game isn't insanely popular, the YouTube community surrounding it is also relatively small, but it seems like it's an awesome community, so I'm excited to start getting involved by posting my own videos. I only have just under 200 hours on this game, so I definitely have a lot of improvement to make compared to the people who are up in the tens of thousands. But I think it would be awesome to compete at the pro level in this game someday. And even though this game is super hard, I've been able to reach the top level of every competitive game that I've truly grinded in the past. So I'm hoping that I can do that with MX Bikes as well, and document my journey through videos of me racing in ranked matches, league races through the motocross, supercross, and SMX seasons, and everything in between that I can think of to upload for this game. So over the last year or so, I've documented certain races and hot laps of my progress from 0 hours up until now. I've always kind of assumed that I would be posting videos of this game eventually, so that's why I documented it. So I'm excited to show you guys all of that. My next video will probably be an overview of that progression from me first trying this game to where I'm at now, so stay tuned for that. All that to say, I missed y'all, and I'm glad to be back uploading on this channel as a hobby again. I don't know what kind of upload schedule I'll have with our little baby boy and dad life incoming for me, as that's obviously my top priority, but I'm still excited. If you guys subscribe to this channel for Valorant or even my old Rocket League content, then I hope you'll be able to stick around and enjoy my MX Bikes content as well. So thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Hope you guys have been doing well, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.